gonna get some of this good old sugar-free barbecue sauce.
I've been around in your cities and states. I taking down on your biddies today. I wanna crown for the busiest days. You just a clown with your minimum wage. Word.
Alright, gang. It's the big one, not the little one. You did. Yes, we just got through working out. I got my chicken, rice, and spinach. So we're gonna be a little ghetto this video. I gotta eat. I gotta stay dedicated. Gotta stay focused on this prep. Let's start this off. So I think at the end of part 2, we was on the way to Texas. But I gotta tell one story about in the feds. So I told y'all a couple of stories, but it was one story I was thinking about. I was talking to my guy, Chris. He asked, how was I able to smoke and still get things in the system? So I already told y'all about the little young lady I had that I got some nook from and all that. So she never brought me anything, but I had an acquaintance, and he had a girlfriend out in the free world, of course. He worked the fields. I worked in auto body, fixing trucks and everything like that, cars, all that stuff, the body. We put an order in. I think my first order was a flip Verizon phone with a charger, 2-prong charger, an ounce of spice, K2, and a quarter pound of tobacco with rolling papers. So I think I paid $1,000 for all that. I made maybe $4,500 off all that in a week at that. But yeah, so I had dude, he would go out, they'll drop the pack off in the farm, and he would keister it. So he'll wrap it up in a saran wrap, they'll leave big ass jars of Vaseline, and load it, boom, boom, boom. So he literally, the second load was probably long like this. The first load was literally wide like this. You gotta think about it, we talking about the flip phone, and this was in 2010. So we talking about a flip phone in 2010, the charger, an ounce of spice that got sucked to this, and then a quarter pound of tobacco that probably got sucked to this. So you got a package that's about this big coming out this man's Rudy Tooty Toodle. Yeah, so it had a little blood, a little specks on it, wash it off in the sink. Yeah, so I still was doing my thing in prison. They say, when people go to prison, they come out with a PhD, which you literally do. So, yeah, but okay, we take that story. Now we ride out to Texas. So I make parole, my first parole, that was a blessing. Now I gotta wait for Texas to come pick me up. So they put me in the county, the federal county holding detention center or whatever, as the U.S. Marshals were on the way to get me. And they came literally with like 4 hours to spare on the 7th day. No extensions or whatever. Picked me up, I got extradited back to Houston during my birthday. For my birthday that year, I had McDonald's, the U.S. Marshals. They thought highly of me, so they bought me an ice cream cone for extra. And I want to say I had 2 sausage biscuits that morning for breakfast too. I come on down to Texas. Now I'm in Harris County. HCSO, however they call that thing, 701 Baker, 11 something. If you know, you know. If you don't need to know. But yeah, I'm down there somewhere, because now I'm about to take my TDC time. Normally, it takes you 30 days to catch chain. Chain is the Bluebird, which is the the white prison bus, where they send you boom, boom, bam. So I bust a stove. Like, you ain't gonna, but meaning I got my commissary. The max you can get, I think, in the county is $100. So I bust a $100 commissary store with my hygiene, food, snacks, all that. I think I'm finna Cadillac for a month. I'm back home in the city. I'm finna get all these visits, blah, 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 blah. I ain't seen nobody in 2.5, 3 years because I'm locked up in Mississippi. So I'm like, yeah, I'm finna get all the girls come see me. Woo, woo, woo. I bust a stove. We get our package about 10. 1 p.m. I catch chain. I was there maybe a week. I had to give all my food, hygiene. I think I took me like 2 honey buns down the waiting line to eat overnight while we was waiting on chain, to get chained up and leave. But I make it to the classification prison, B-Ville. Yes, Garza West. Garza East and West, I was in Garza West. If you know, you know. If you don't need to know. Just take my word. That's Thunder City. It get popping and cracking out there. So I go out there, and since I only signed for 2 years TDC, I only had to do 6 months in-house. So for the majority of my time, I was at Garza West because I was kind of what they call short time. You're gonna spend 2-3 months in your classification / diagnostic prison just for them to classify where you should go, have to go. If you got herpes, HIV, gay, asthma, whatever, all of those play a part when you're getting classified. They would never send a blood with a crip. They would never send the gay men with the women. They break everybody up. You get what I'm saying? So they break us up. I want to say in TDC I only did 6 months. I had like 3-4 months back time. I want to say I only did like 2-3 months TDC. So yeah, Garza West was cool. It was different. It was definitely different. TDC was definitely different than the feds. Much harder to get the guards to act right. Where at least where I was, classification, a diagnostic prison. It was much harder. So now I catch chain. I make a what is called FI1. If you know, you know. If you don't, just take my word for it. I think it's FI1. I mean, you get out quickest. You don't want no FI3, 4, 5, or 6. That means you go into the halfway house. It's some more stuff. So I get out, boom. Well, I thought I was getting out. It wasn't too much action in TDC. No spontaneous. All my spontaneous times and everything I learned was in Mississippi. Nothing was in Texas. That was like, okay, I'm ready to get home. This shit is boring. Can't remember the unit, but that's when you get ready to go. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get ready to go. Oh, and mind you, I grew my hair out. If you pay attention to the pictures, I grew it out. But then when I left, they made me shave when I got to TDC, so I had to go back bald. Fully bald. And then when I tell you I look like a Colombian drug lord, that's what everybody thought I was at TDC. They thought I was Colombian, they thought I was cartel, they thought I was Tongo Blast, Houston, all the good prison gangs yeah, but I'm not Hispanic. I'm sorry, I might look like that, but I'm not Hispanic. I'm not even of Spanish descent. Yes, I am Black, Creole, and Indian. I just look like this. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm about to get out when we get to Huntsville. Nope, I got another hold. Just like I had a hold when I got through in Mississippi with the feds, they took me to Texas. I had another hold for some more charges, Groesbeck County, which is 15 miles outside of Waco. At the time, I don't know if I was about to get online, but I was gonna be online to be Omega. My brother was gonna be online to be an Alpha. He told me to come because this was the last party he couldn't do it before getting online. So this is during my hustling days. I come with a little ounce of weed. The ounce of weed is tucked away. It's here, good, in the stash spot. The pistol and all, in the stash spot. I get pulled over 12, 15 miles outside of Waco with like 3 grams. Some bullshit like that. He take me to jail for that. I ain't gonna lie, the car was foggy. I was in my slab on swingers. Had probably 6 12s in the trunk at that time. Dumping down the back, I'm talking about, hey, but we ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, so that's the charge I had to go out there for, a little bullshit misdemeanor. So they came and picked me up for the misdemeanor. I'm like, Grandma, pay this bond. Rest in peace, Granny. Everything for you, Granny, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, Granny, get this bond. Like, I wanna say I had like a $30,000 bond. Shit, like, baby, you done already did all these years. Go ahead and take care of that, so when you come home, you home. I'm like, man, fuck. So boom. I gotta get extradited to Waco, and they come get me quick too. Cause you gotta think about this years before now. They did years in the feds, a little bit in the TDC. This is old. They come get me immediately. I get down there quick, fast, in a hurry. So when I get down there, right, this was October. They had my court date set for like after New Year's, I wanna say. I'm like, bro, I'm not finna sit here no 3 months for no misdemeanor ass shit. So I called Grandma, she like, man, take care of it. Boom, so I'm like, all right, I got some. After I go to court, a month later, had to let some time go by. Boom, I called Granny, I'm like, hey, they say I ain't coming home till like January something, that's when court. I'm like, man, we gotta pay this bond. I got da-da-da-da-da, woo-woo-woo, boom. That bond got paid and I came home November 10th, 2012. Yes. So I got through with my Fed time, TDC, all the counties in between, through extradition and holding, then Groesbeck, aka Waco, the misdemeanor. And sure enough, my brother come get me, because my brother, like I said, was going to school in Waco. It's a 20-minute drive from him. He pulls up and he comes get me outside the jail. When he pull up, he can't even recognize me. I lost 60 pounds in prison, as you can see, judging by the pictures. Yeah, but I came home, I was skinny, swole, skinny compared to how I used to look, but swole. So they was calling me the blood Tookie Williams, and oh, you look like Tookie. I'm like, don't you call me Tookie, I ain't Tookie, I'm me. So I got a lot of, looks and everything. When I came home, people was like, I'm not fighting you, I'm gonna shoot you. So I had to start going to the shooting range because everybody was shooting when I came home. Had to get that precision, accurate, which here we are now today. So I made it through the feds, I made it through extradition, I made it through TDC. Oh, in case you're wondering, TDC charge was, what was I doing to go to TDC? Oh, I was selling pills. I was going to the pharmacies, busting scripts, putting them in the little fiend's name. You go pick up the homeless people downtown that got an ID, or, recovering addicts, pay them a little $40, $50 a person a head. That's what I was doing, and I ended up getting caught in a pharmacy, a clinic raid. And they didn't even raid the clinic, I was stupid enough for this day. I had a Benz, a Honda, and a slab. I was stupid enough to take my slab this day on swingers, glass house, with the thong in the trunk. And yeah, I didn't, unmarked cars, they followed me, but I was real swift and swabby. So I kept the crackheads in my car as I dropped. So I went and dropped all the bags off at my trap house and kept the fiends in the car with me until I dropped them off. Once I dropped off the last one, the cars swooped in, caught me at the stop sign, unmarked police cars. They got me with this charge because I had a bottle with my name on it, prescribed to me, but I had 3 different kind of pills, 3 different kind of Xanax in the bottle. So I had some white, yellow, and green. Obviously, the pharmacy would not give you different colors and milligrams, so they knew I was busting scripts, and they found one in the trunk. I barely got that affidavit signed. I knew him, of course. Right when he signed the affidavit, 2-3 days later, the individual passed away in the hospital. My lawyer had to go to the hospital to get him to sign the affidavit saying he's my uncle, blase, blase. He signed it, which, almost beat the case outright, but they stuck with the pills that was in my bottle in my name. So the actual charge was possession of Xanax, less than 200 grams or something like that. But after you catch so many charges and they stack up, it gets enhanced, so that was enhanced type. So that's what I went to TDC for. That's basically the path that I chose as a youngster, trying to, get my brother, my family, my family in better predicaments. Plus, where I came from, as y'all will see in the next videos, the upcoming videos, I mean, that's just what we know in our hood, is to hustle, to grind, to get it. Don't make excuses, we men, we gotta feed the family. It don't matter if we the youngest or not. Although I was doing this, not necessarily good things, my intentions were good. My heart is always pure as gold, pure as platinum. No tainting in them, no fake, no fraud. Yeah, I did everything for the family, still do everything, but now it's for granny. Yeah, now we done with our Texas, then we can lead it to the next part. So while y'all let that simmer, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this good old chicken and rice and get to my next client. I'll see y'all for the next part. You did.